have this thing where they're like, I know of this person, and they don't even know like the first thing about this person, period. Bitch, who are you? Bitch, who are you? Bitch, who are you?
So I wanted to start the series, I guess, just as like a cathartic process, because like the other day I was triggered by some fuck shit, and I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of, you know, like delving into myself, a lot of just trying to find like the meaning of how can I build better relationships with people, basically.
That happens all the time. I feel like people, they think that they can see your life from the outskirts and be a complete stranger, but make all these assumptions. And it's just like they move and they navigate that way, and then they interact with other people, and then all of a sudden there's rumors about you. It's like, bitch, do you know me? And then it like be shit that's not even real. In this case, obviously, some shit that wasn't even real.
So I'm not sure if you heard about the story about the, what's her name, Nicole Linton story in California.
Yes,
and
I did.
Killed 6 people.
Yes.
Okay, but this kind of ties into friendship, because the wildest aspect of the story and what actually set the entire narrative, when the whole crash happened, there were some people on the sidelines who were being interviewed by the news, and one person who claimed to be Nicole Linton's friend was like, yeah, that girl was driving drunk. She was mad at her boyfriend. She just had an argument with her boyfriend, and that's why she was driving drunk, and that's why she crashed.
She had a whole story, so what do you mean claim? Like, that's a whole entire narrative.
This is what a person said on camera during, like, the whole scene of the crash.
So it was her friend.
The wildest part of the story is when they brought the woman in, because she had limited injuries, but they did test her blood alcohol level, and she wasn't intoxicated at all. In fact, the craziest thing about the story is she's on the sidelines still wearing her nurse's scrubs. So
the bitch was coming from work?
Who knows where she was coming from? It gets wilder. Why this is her 14th accident, allegedly.
Wait, what? So 14th accident sober?
I don't know the details. I just know that her
driving
record allegedly shows that she's been into 13 previous accidents before she killed these 6 people.
That's crazy.
So like, it's just, there's so many details that makes you want to cringe about the story. But I'm gonna say, like, when you have people that claim they know you and want to go run to the news and say, I know this person that did this really terrible thing, you really have to question the source, because, like, before it was found out that she didn't have any of this in her system, she probably is just crazy. Who knows what she's going through.
I would feel like she'd have to be crazy, or like this was the ultimate goal before, but she just never accomplished it.
Like,
you know what
it's
I mean?
just
like
a wild.
It's
just a wild, like, sum of events. But I'm like, what in the right mind of a person that would go that hard to say, I know them, and she made up a whole story.
But this is what I need to, so this woman doesn't know her at all. She was just watching.
Well,
when you say sidelines, it's like, is she like a friend that's adjacent, or do you mean sidelines for the fucking accident?
I'll show you the video. Okay. Like, I have to show you the video. Like, she's basically talking in the camera, and I rewatched it earlier. Okay. She had glasses on, and she's saying, like, she got in an argument with her boyfriend, and she was drunk. And I'm like, who is this lady? Because obviously she wasn't drunk, but you set the whole narrative, because everyone was like, oh, what you do for a man, and this is what he don't want you.
Who came in here was like, wasn't she drunk? And you kind of like made a face like,
No, like, and that's what bothers me about the whole scenario, because it's like, this was someone who claimed to know her. She's like, oh, that's my friend. My friend did that. And so we all just ate up those details, and was like, for like 48 hours, we were talking about, oh, this is why you shouldn't be doing this for no man, and how, oh, she ruined her life because she was upset over some man.
That narrative kind of like makes me feel like maybe y'all guys shouldn't be so quick to judge.
No, it was just crazy.
You know what I mean?
It's just crazy, and
we don't ever really know the story, and like you said,
you never know the story. But it all took was someone saying that was my friend. So mind you, just to give you some more background details, this accident happened in LA, and she's from Houston, so she's a traveling nurse. Okay. So it's just like, wait, like, obviously the woman didn't know her, or she thought it was someone else that caused the accident, and this was them.
But which one do you really think it is? Do you think she was perpetrated, or do you think that she
was definitely a perpetrator? Like,
because like that doesn't make sense. It's like, make it make sense.
It's definitely a perpetrator, and that's like what we're gonna start to go into, because a part of the friendship series, there's like 5 levels of friendship that you can consider when you're like navigating through getting to know people. And the first level is called strangers. I know of you. And that woman was not her friend. That was definitely a stranger.
But that doesn't even feel like a stranger that knows of her, unless she's just saying like she knows of her from this accident, because it's like, bitch, who are you?
It's so bizarre that she would just volunteer that information. And then,
knowing she's going to be on camera at the same time.
It was so wild. It's so wild. Yes. Come to find out, the girl wasn't even drinking. Or she probably just has issues, because how do you accumulate 14 allegedly? How do you accumulate anything over 5 and they don't take your license away? Crying for help or whatever issue she was going through, like, the system failed her, because it's like, what's the point of having a checks and balance if you're not gonna take away someone's license when they're continuously causing accidents? Like, after the whole accident happened and everyone found out her name, they looked her up on her social media, they found her Instagram, they found her Facebook,
all of that. Like,
and it's like
mini detectives, though.
Yeah, but what are you okay, you're a mini detective, but what are you trying to search for?
But that's my point. Like, why go so fucking hard? Like, you don't know her unless you're part of the like 6 people that got touched somehow, like you're related to them, you're associated with them, or
I can understand. No,
but like the thirst, and to also do that shit within the 48 hours, and then to come and find out that it's false. But like y'all, all, like everyone's so quick to jump on that shit.
Yeah, no, it gets weird. And this is with social media. Like, when you are making friends, right, and you are trying to establish, I guess, these certain connections. If someone like finds you on social media after you run into them,
I think it's weird now, but I watch a lot of Dateline. No, I don't think that shit is cute.
Let's say we all went to an event and then we linked online because we're like, oh, I seen you post the pictures from the event that we were all
at. Which
is
natural now. I feel like that's the shit that always happens.
It wasn't as weird because people wanted to meet people. They didn't know what the internet could really become at that point.
So there's been some updates since I first recorded the initial podcast entailing Nicole Linton's story. Her sister clarifies that the amount of accidents that was reported that wasn't accurate. In fact, the amount of accidents was just collisions or incidents that she was involved in, but she may have not caused, or like stuff that probably could have been removed from her driving record that was like outdated or what. Now there's a webpage that has surfaced with a letter from Nicole's sister, Camille. I'm gonna read the last paragraph. Nicole comes from a very large Jamaican family. She is the youngest of 6 siblings and her mother is one of 9 children. She has 10 nieces and nephews and 1 grandniece. She has countless friends and cousins. She is someone we love dearly, and right now so many people see her as a monster and a murderer, when she is one of the most compassionate and caring people that we know. She has dedicated her life to helping others and has completely been heartbroken for the victims and the families from the moment she was informed of what happened. It seems almost impossible to find the words to express our sympathy for the victims and the loved ones. I just hope that by creating this website, I could help some of the many unanswered questions. I want to know more about this story. We're in a pandemic where we have so many healthcare workers that were on the front lines, so many traveling nurses working extreme hours and under extreme workloads in these hospitals that were going through all these staff shortages. I just want to know, like, what was her story?